Hello and welcome to Rockford On the Record. I'm Wally Haas, former opinion editor of the Rockford Register-Star. I'm with Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara. This is a program where we talk about things that are going on in the city, things that we think are important to its citizens to have a better understanding of how to live in Rockford. So anyway, today we're going to talk about neighborhoods. And the city's got a lot of different initiatives to improve neighborhoods and move forward and help people improve their property. So tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, so really everything comes back to neighborhoods, right? I mean, so lots of things are going on from the city of Rockford. Number one, every single streetlight in the city of Rockford in our neighborhoods has been transitioning over to LED to brighten up the neighborhoods, provide a little emphasis of safety and better aesthetics. Number two, we passed the largest capital improvement plan, and this year alone we're going to be doing about 220 different blocks in our neighborhoods getting resurfaced and reconstructed. Number three, we have so many homes in our community that are blighted that we've historically been needing to take these homes down. And as you're aware, Wally, we've taken down about 80 to 120 homes each year. But now we're getting to this point that these homes no longer need to be coming down. We need to reinvest in these homes.
So how do you reinvest in them?
So we actually started a new program and we recapitalized something called the Northern Illinois Community Development Corporation. And what we did is we went around to all the local banks and we said, will you help us recapitalize this? So we came up with a pool of about $2 million to start with. And what we did is we went through and we saw abandoned and vacant homes and we provided low interest loans to small local contractors so that they could have the capital to purchase these properties. Once they purchased the properties, they had the know-how and the funding to redevelop the properties. They just didn't have the capital to buy the properties. So we helped them with the capital, they redeveloped it, and really what the guideline was is that they had to sell it to a single-family owner-occupied resident. And now we've done more than 50 of those. And so now we're kind of putting that program on steroids because we just started the first in our region, Community Development Financial Institution, a CDFI. And this will not only allow us to put our money in and local banks' money in, but now we'll actually be able to go out and get some money from the federal government through the Treasury Department and really go after a lot of these homes to reinvest them and get single-family owner-occupied residents. And it will really be a huge win for us because you're helping small businesses, putting people to work, rehabbing these homes, you're taking care of blight, and you're really helping right now in our community. We need good quality, affordable housing for our residents. So we are providing new home ownership opportunities for residents in Rockford.
You know, some residents, they can make their day-to-day expenses, but they don't have money set aside for those big things like the new roof or whatever may happen in the house. Is there a program to help them?
Yeah, so historically we had a little bit of money set aside to do that, but it was really restricted on income. It was for folks who are in poverty. Now what we did is we partnered with the Rockford Habitat Association, and the city of Rockford put money in, so did other nonprofits, and so now we have a pool of about $500,000, and what we are doing is we are providing critical home repair grants. So the person can take this funding, fix that front porch, fix a railing on the front porch, things that could cost a couple $1,000s, or the roof, or the air conditioner, whatever it may be, fix that, stay in the home, and if they stay in the home for 3 years, it's absolutely forgiven. So it keeps people living in Rockford, keeps people in their homes, and specifically we're seeing it used by a lot of seniors because we know how much it costs now to move into transitional housing. People want to stay in their neighborhoods. They know what's going on in their neighborhoods. They know where to get things in and around their neighborhoods, and this is a really wonderful program that's helping people stay in their homes.
How do you apply?
How do you apply? It's through the Rockford Habitat, and they have an application online. I'll be upfront with you right now, they are overwhelmed with applications. If I was a betting man, I would say we're going to be having to do this program on an ongoing basis because the need was far greater than we even thought it was. We hope to this summer do about 50 homes. I think we could realistically do about 150 with just the need of those who initially applied. So I think you'll see the City of Rockford continue to invest in creative programs like this.
Now, the neighborhoods, as critical as they are, there's also a county trustee program that is meant to help not just Rockford, but the entire county. How is that working?
Yeah, so just to give listeners a little idea, so the county trustee program, if you don't pay your taxes for 3 years, it goes into the trust of the county. And the county then hires an agent to manage all of these properties. And they can be vacant properties that you see, or they can be residential structures. The City of Rockford does not own those. Many people think we do. But they're owned in trust by the county. And they have this agent forever. For about 19 years, they had an agent out of Decatur who absolutely didn't care about the City of Rockford. So myself, Greg Jury, Mayor of Loves Park, Ted Rail, Mayor of South Beloit, and many others went to the county board and said, you need to change this program, because the old agent was giving more property to bad property owners. And so you were really benefiting people who had tremendous code violations, tall grass, broken windows, things of that nature, which is absolutely not what we want. Also, in the old program, we used to have to pay $250,000 to $500,000 just to maintain those lots. Well, now what we did is we advocated at the county, and huge credit to the county board, former chairman Frank Haney, and current chairman Joe Shirelli for continuing this. They changed this, and they've brought it to Region 1 Planning Council, where this program is managed, and that's where the agent is. They now cover all the maintenance of the lots. They now do online auctions, so properties are being sold more frequently. They are also qualifying buyers, so we're not just giving more property to bad property owners. It's really common sense, but really critical and working well. Think about this, Wally. In 19 years, the former agent sold $2.5 million worth of properties. In 2 years, the new agent has sold $2.4 million worth of properties, $100,000 less, with 16 years still to go to catch up. It's remarkable.
That's great, seeing a program like that works. You mentioned tall grass. I ride my bike around a lot, and some neighborhoods, they've got some well manicured lawns, and then you come to a house that's got 3 feet weeds.
Yep.
What do you do about that? Is there somebody from the city that drives around and checks that, or is it up to the neighbors to complain about that? How's that work?
There's both. Absolutely, we at the city, we need your help. So we do have code enforcement officials who go out. I'll just be upfront with everyone. We are down in staff at the City of Rockford, like every other business. It's difficult finding staff. And so we're out there doing it. They do literally thousands, tens of thousands of these types of complaints every single year. They do a great job when the complaint comes in. We don't have enough staff to do great proactive work. We're getting there. We've increased the number of code enforcement officers, but we could still use more. So what can you do? You can call your alderman, you can call City Hall, you can also go online, and actually if you go online, you can track our team's progress. It's pretty neat. If you create an account, you can say, 1012 North Main Street has tall grass. They don't, I'm sure, but I'm just saying that. But 1012 North Main Street has tall grass. You type it in. You can actually follow us from when it was dispatched out to our team to it actually being mowed by the contractor.
Oh, that's great. Now, we've talked a little bit about programs to help people who live here. What about attracting people to our neighborhoods?
Yeah, this is critical. So there's a lot of different things that we're doing to attract people. Number one, we're laying down fiber optic cable in front of every home and in front of every business. We'll be one of the only cities in the state of Illinois, and really one of the only cities in the entire Midwest to do that. So we're hoping to attract younger remote workers. We're hoping to attract new technology companies to our area. Another thing that we have done is the Rockford Promise NIU partnership. So now any time that you own a home in the city of Rockford, your child goes to Rockford Public Schools and they earn a 3.0 GPA, we are now paying for them to get a 4-year degree at Northern Illinois University, tuition fee and general fee free. So that's a huge attraction tool. I mean, if you just think about it, your home now comes with free college tuition. We are the only community that provides that in the state of Illinois for a 4-year institution like that. And we probably have now one of the most robust Rockford Promise or Promise programs in the entire country.
I've heard anecdotally a lot of people very excited about Rockford Promise. What is being done to promote it more so that more people are aware outside of our city so that they may be attracted to come here?
So, good point. So we have partnered with the Rockford Area Convention and Visitors Bureau on a marketing campaign for people to move and live in the city of Rockford. One of those items that they're highlighting is the Rockford Promise program. But also, I think some of us get mired in the fact that we're here day to day and we don't see all the things that we have to offer. But when you really think about Rockford, it's a pretty unique and special place. We have a river that runs through the heart of our city. We have this downtown that's now booming with more than $1 billion of development in the last couple of years. We have a historic Coronado Theater. We have, for a city our size, we have a nationally recognized art museum. We have a symphony. We have a dance company. We have a natural history museum. We have the Anderson Japanese Gardens. And I'm just touching on a couple of them, but Clem Arboretum, there's so many wonderful things. And on top of all that, we have one of the nation's best park districts. This should be a city of choice. We still have a lot of challenges, but we're getting there. And I think with some of the initiatives we're doing, we'll start to see our population grow, which we haven't seen in literally decades.
A lot of good things going on in the city of Rockford, a lot of reasons to be here. I'm here by choice, and you are too. So I hope more of you choose to live here in Rockford, and I hope those of you that do live here enjoy the experience. That's it for this episode of Rockford on the Record. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much. I'm Wally Haas, and thank you, Mayor McNamara. Good day.